What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be covering the supposed Tesla takeover by the what I call deranged left. These protesters claim that violence is optional to show their anger. Well, for the last 4 years, yeah, there's been some complaints by us conservatives about, the performance, but we didn't even know who was president. You know who's president now. More than half of the country has voted for this president. And we're going to watch some clips on the left destroying some Teslas. And better yet, we're going to watch them getting caught. Because we're also going to talk about theorizing, when are we going to start fighting back? I'm not one to condone violence, but I am former military, and I am posing the question. When are we going to start defending ourselves? When isn't too nice too nice? When's enough enough? Because this country was built on the revolution. And I don't want to get in trouble or try to promote violence, but something's got to be done, and it's only because we're not defending ourselves. They're never going to quit. But we're going to go ahead and watch these clips down here. We're going to get started. I'm taking a break from the old VR boxing because I knocked out a few people in there. I got beat. I'm going to post that one. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump in and watch these clicks. The video starts soon, so please do this down here. It helps with the algorithm. I appreciate you. We
Seconds out.
Muster up this last round.
Get ready. Let's fight.
There you go. That's a now.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay?
All right, we're back. We're going to go ahead and start these clips off with this channel, We Got Receipts, and she is actually pretty decent channel. Check that out. I appreciate allowing me to view this. Let's get started. My dang internet.
Am I going to be on the news? Really?
Yeah. When I see people driving a Tesla and they do not have that bumper sticker, I am judging you.
I feel bad for you that you were manipulated by Fox News and people like Tucker Carlson, these holes.
My window. So I crack my window.
Just gets down and starts recording me. I'm like, what the f*** are you doing?
Every single person that has vandalized a Tesla has done more politically than your vote ever has.
Now, what I don't get, if these people are not proud of America, they're attacking American companies, they're burning American flags, they're protesting. When is enough enough? And when do we drop them off in another country? Or when do we start defending ourselves? Because our property, our livelihoods, and frankly, our safety is at risk. And it's only because we allow it. Like I said, I'm not trying to push violence, so please don't go ahead and say, oh, he wants a civil war. But that's where it's going, and it's not going to get better. These people are running all over us. They're doing whatever they want, and we're allowing it. And it doesn't affect me too much because I'm rural, but I couldn't imagine living in the cities now. If one of them stopped their car in front of me and jumped out and threatened me because I was driving a certain kind of vehicle, especially if I felt threatened, I advise everybody to not do that stuff. Plus, these vehicles have cameras on them, but just don't do it. You're going to get the wrong one, and it's not going to be a good thing.
Destruction of property is a perfectly viable source of protest.
You might have heard by now that some deranged lunatics out there are so upset about Trump leaning on Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, among other companies, heading the Department of Government Efficiency, trying to rid corruption and waste from the federal government, something that Democrats have been supporting for years.
Should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. Did you know the federal government pays for a website devoted to a folk music ensemble made up of forest rangers? They're called the Fiddlin' Foresters.
$40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is.
You're not only paying for websites no one needs, you're paying for thousands of buildings all across the country no one uses.
$8 million for making mice transgender.
And I hate to say this, most of them, that especially the ones that are saying about healthcare and everything, they're trying to give medical advice and they don't even look healthy. You can usually tell a conservative person from a liberal person. I mean, the health, the way they carry themselves, present, the way that they react in certain situations, the difference is definitely noticeable. And you know, it's like white people not having rhythm, whatnot. I mean, it's definitely noticeable between liberals and conservatives for the most part. The majority, let's just say, in my opinion, it's nuts. I mean, most of them look like 100 pounds soaking wet. They look like they'll catch any kind of flu, or I barely get sick every maybe 7 years. I get maybe a cold for one day. It's crazy.
This is real.
We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for you. That's why, starting today, I've asked the Vice President to lead a renewed effort to hunt down misspent tax dollars in every agency and department of this government. We're calling it the Campaign to Cut Waste, and I know Joe's the right man to lead it.
Apparently, there are some lunatics out there who are so upset that they're resorting to domestic terrorism against their fellow citizens, harassing drivers in the middle of the street, painting swastikas on minority owners' cars, harassing disabled drivers and vandalizing their vehicles, firebombing dealerships, shooting them up with guns, etc. Unfortunately for these geniuses, they do not understand that Tesla cars have something called Sentry Mode. They have cameras not just on one, but all sides of the vehicle. So they're getting caught. I'm going to show you the absolute worst offenders that are currently facing justice. Another genius was caught. His name's DeMarkion M. Cox. He's 33 years old, also known as the Nintendo character Toad's obese uncle, was caught by police after going on a Tesla vandalism spree outside where else but an all-you-can-eat buffet. He drove a mini four-wheeler into a bunch of Teslas at 3 different locations, including the buffet. Now, do you think he got filled up at the buffet?
Oh, I would have to get him up off of that four-wheeler if I caught him. There is just no, and even if I seen him doing it to somebody else's, I would definitely have to stop it. When are we going to start fighting back? When are we going to open this discussion to allowing the majority of the people to start, like, making the decision to act? Because where is our right to defend ourselves against a tyrannical government? And I'm not saying Trump or Elon. I'm saying the political side that's being tyrannical and won't allow things to be. When do we have that discussion? Comment down below. Tell me what you think. I mean, they hide behind, oh, he wants violence. They want violence. That's violence. That's violence. So comment down below. Tell me when you think the civil W word, tell me when you think that that's appropriate, because it's inevitable at this point. And it's all going to come to a head, in my opinion. And I suggest most of you stay healthy, hydrate. I'm going to make a video on what I use as my bug out bag, my ammo, everything that I use if I need to get my family to safety, or if something happens, or, stuff like that. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to post that in a week or two. I'm going to get that all prepared. I think that'll be pretty beneficial. But I suggest you guys stay healthy, because I've been exercising, playing VR boxing, doing jujitsu with people, anything I can to stay in shape at my age, and it's coming, and I'm ready to start defending myself. I said it. Be mad. This is too much.
Before ramming into the cars, risking potential nausea or vomit situation from the impact? Or do you think this was his cardio before heading to the buffet? But I do like how this mini four-wheeler doesn't seem to reverse too easily, forcing him to stop and adjust something under his overburdened seat. And there he is fiddling with it just like Tim Walz fiddled with his gun. But of all the stories of people getting caught, this one might be the best. A millionaire fitness coach has been identified as the woman who keyed a Tesla during a parking lot confrontation. If you remember this video from a couple days ago, Camelia Ensler, 55 years old, is facing charges of malicious mischief in the 3rd degree after she was filmed vandalizing another driver's Tesla Model Y at a shopping center. There was viral footage of this incident.
And I believe the person was in the vehicle at the time, and she came out and she just started doing it right in front of him. And then you got the one of the kids with the extinguishers in front of the Tesla store, and they're literally spraying pink paint all over the store, destruction of property. I'd have to put a stop to it. They can only hide behind that. I mean, they wanted to defund the police and everything. And if the police ain't going to do nothing, nobody's going to get arrested. Nobody's going to be held accountable. These same lifelong Democrat politicians are going to be doing the same thing year after year after year. And it's not going to stop until we turn into the country we used to be and take back our power. And hopefully we can do it in a way that it doesn't come to that. But I assure you, the people that have this derangement syndrome, and it is some kind of an illness, it really is. I've seen it with my own eyes. Not much where I'm from, because for the majority, everybody supports Trump and Elon. But it's real. I assure you, you're delusional and you're being brainwashed. And there are way more of us than there are of you. Just remember, you're in a city, so it seems like there's more of you. Because your guys are closer together, clustered together, and it's mob mentality. So like if it's a predominantly Democrat area, then the majority of the people are going to be like-minded, and you're all going to be brainwashed watching the same stuff. We don't only just listen to Fox News. We listen to everything and base our judgment based off of common sense. We listen to everything. You people are fighting for higher taxes. You're fighting for people that want to continue to charge you more money, ship it overseas, so some of it could be sent back to them and them get richer while you get poorer, and the rest of us are dying making life decisions in the grocery store. So when is enough enough? I'm ready to start fighting back. I don't want to, but I feel like my livelihood's at stake, and the rest of you should too. And I assure you, the majority of Americans voted for exactly what he's doing, what Elon's doing, what Trump's doing. Sure, Elon's not elected. Neither was the last person that was tasked to do the audits for the government that failed. The Pentagon that failed. Department of Defense that failed. Where's all this money going? We need to know, because it's our money. We're paying it. And I don't care who does it. But Elon's doing it, and he's doing good. You're not hurting the man. He rescues people from space.
shared by reporter Jonathan Cho, showing the woman dressed in a gray sweater, angrily exiting her Toyota 4Runner, yelling a few words, walked up to the Tesla and then keyed it while the driver's in the car, and then calmly got back inside her own car, thinking that she was completely untouchable. So evidently this lady is married to Jeff Ensler, who's the lead software engineer at DocuSign, where he has worked for 12 years. The couple lives in a $1.5 million home in Bellevue. This woman, Ensler, has since deleted her LinkedIn and social media accounts. But apparently she owns a fitness company called iPeak Fitness. Well, she certainly has peaked, ladies and gentlemen, because she's now going to jail. And this cute little baby in the ugliest dress known to man, specifically that man, is facing 20 years in prison for trying to firebomb a Tesla store in Loveland, Colorado. While this genius with a lovely smile is also facing 20 years in prison for 2 different firebombing and shooting attacks on a Tesla store in Salem, Oregon. Apparently, this guy, Adam Lansky, uses the alias Allison Tesla in his activism and corn work. But breaking news, remember this video from a few days ago. This is from a charging station in Las Vegas. Like 5 cars were burnt down. You saw the big blue blast.
And I believe the last one, he had a AR-15 rifle as well as Molotov cocktails, or was I thinking of another one? I mean, they all kind of look similar. Similar builds, similar, like dressing and hairstyle schemes and that disheveled look and that better than thou attitude, like they are highly educated and you are this peon that has no education, or when in reality my skill sets as self-sufficient, being able to maintain anything I need and not rely on other people or hire as many other people as the average liberal or city person. I mean, what skill sets other than that mouth do you have? I mean, 1, 2 tops. I mean, you might have a couple of hobbies. But what can you actually do? What do you actually provide? What experience have you actually brung to America? And if you're so highly evolved and educated and so empathetic and you are the party of peace, why is it taking someone like me that's all for whooping that ass whenever you get out of place and you ruin somebody's property or do somebody wrong? And believe me, I'll rather take an ass whooping and look like a complete fool doing the right thing than not doing nothing at all or doing something completely insane. So if I run into that situation and I have to defend something, I'm prepared. I'm prepared whatever way it went. So the intimidation and the constant screaming and yelling at the top of your lungs and blockading and violent actions chasing down, you're going to run across somebody like me that's, signed their life away a long time ago when they were in the military. So stop. All this administration has to do is tell the majority of us, there's no hope to fix America, and we're going to have to do something. Adam Schiff, Jamie Raskin, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Joaquin Jeffries, and Jasmine Crotch Rocket. Ugh. These people are disgustingly evil. They are malevolent entities, demons, in my opinion. I could see it in their eyes. And I know what evil looks like. And we're going to leave this video after we watch this on something funny. So stay tuned for that. But comment down below, when's enough enough? That's the theme of today. When do we start fighting back? When? I know nobody wants to talk about violence, but we got to do something. These people don't know when to stop. Where were they all these years whenever shit was going down the drain?
They're releasing a ton of horrible chemicals into the atmosphere, not very good for the environment, but this guy was caught, thank goodness. He's apparently a 36-year-old man named Paul Kim, and he was arrested in Las Vegas earlier today, and you'll never guess his political affiliation.
The suspect's social media activity indicates some very loose but self-proclaimed ties to the Communist Party USA social media group, as well as social media groups called Revolutionary Communist International, Hidden Palestine, Palestine Action, and a variety of other social media groups.
Wow, shocker. So the guy calls himself a communist. Remember when Elon Musk talked about ActBlue funneling funds into Democrat-aligned NGOs like the Disruptors and the Democrat Socialists of America, etc.? Well, this guy, who might be facing up to 20 years in prison, is actively admitting his involvement in these Democrat-aligned activist groups. And apparently this South Carolina arsonist who really likes Luigi Mangione and Ukraine, well, let's just say his life is over.
Clark Pounder was charged with arson of property and interstate commerce related to that Tesla charging station incident. The judge decided there was probable cause to move this case forward. Also found on his person a 3-page note that seemed to provide a motive, expressing his frustration with President Trump and Elon Musk's Doge initiative that added, quote, "We will not stand idly by," and also referenced Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. Now, the judge cited Clark Pounder's issues with bipolar disorder along with substance abuse as a factor in his bond.
Wow, substance abuse. Shocking. But imagine going to jail for 10 years because you're so upset the government's trying to cut waste. The real criminals here are the Democrat Party and the Dem-aligned NGOs funding this madness, convincing people to ruin their lives by creating social media spectacles geared at convincing the public that a majority of Americans oppose the Trump administration. Now, this one's pretty good. This guy was caught, again, on camera, wearing the exact same outfit, keying a car. The police show up almost instantly. Wow, what town is this? I'm jealous. And the guy is caught on camera lying to the cops before getting arrested.
They just blatantly lie like they're used to it.
You don't know what happened.
How can you ever call yourself a good person?
Yeah.
How can you call yourself a good person?
So there he is. He said to the cop, "No, I have no idea what happened. I'm not involved, whatever." There he is wearing the exact same outfit as the Tesla camera caught him in the act. "No, I have no idea what happened."
You get within 20 feet of that vehicle, it starts
a
recording
Tesla
you.
Cybertruck, and now he's being filmed being arrested.
I'm cuffing him. No. Oh, well, take a picture. He's getting arrested. Yep.
Got him.
Look at this. Yeah. He's gonna be prosecuted, yeah. He must have had other warrants out.
Hands behind his back.
He's getting taken away.
In all his man bun glory. And this guy, Brandon Joseph Velez, has been arrested after attempting to key a swastika into a Tesla in Fort Collins, Colorado. The incident took place at Crunch Fitness. Luckily, the owner had Sentry Mode enabled and brought the footage into the gym. The gym instantly recognized him as a member and pointed him out to the authorities, who have charged him with a felony. Hopefully, they have art classes in prison to help him perfect his craft. Now, this guy made the police's job as easy as possible. He keys this Tesla right outside his apartment, and the Tesla proceeds to film him walking into his apartment. It was right outside, parked right outside his house, and he doesn't seem to understand that they have cameras. Again, these people really need to understand Sentry Mode. I know maybe they're on Blue Skies, they're not on X anymore. They haven't yet caught wind of the fact that these cars are equipped with cameras on all sides of the vehicle. Let's continue keeping it a secret.
I got it. What they lack in muscle, what they lack in health, the body, the weighing 100 pounds soaking wet, all the weight is in their brain because they're so superior and intelligent. Can you count to 7? Can you count to 7? Because that's how many high definition cameras Tesla has on their vehicle, like just standardly. It's ridiculous, and it'll start tracking you within 20 feet, and if you do something, it will literally like focus in on you. So keep it up. Keep up the good work. And if you try to destroy that and you just don't care and you want to destroy stuff just like stores or whatever, you need to do it in another country. Let's see if you would be able to keep getting away with it consistently in another country. Let's see. I dare you to go try. Matter of fact, I bet you $500 you wouldn't go to China and do this. Or anywhere, Ukraine, anywhere. other than what you call the worst country and nobody's proud of anymore. Make America great again. Do your part. Or sit down and shut up for the next 4. Try again. Change your message. Get your base. That's democracy. Leave us alone and let us do what we voted for. So we don't have to make that executive decision ourselves as people, as a population, as the majority. So protest all you want, freedom of speech. But when it comes to ruining people's stuff and physically getting violent, you're gonna cross a line, and there's not gonna be anything that anyone can do at that point. And just try to think about it from the other side. Drop all the hatred for Donald Trump, because people like AOC and Jasmine Crockett, Gavin Newsom, all those people that are feeding you all this Bernie Sanders this rhetoric, they're millionaires themselves, and they're getting rich off of your tax money, our tax money. Look into it. Do the research. Where do they get all this money? Just please think for yourselves before it's too late. You ever heard about the person that cried wolf, and then whenever the wolf really came, nobody was there to help them, and then they learned they were done. They got ate. It was dead. Well, not the same thing, but the same concept. You're going to go too far, and you're not going to be able to win it. It's just not going to happen. There's no way. All the little gooey brain power you think you have in the world isn't going to stop. The majority of people like me that used to serve or is fed up with your bullshit. I said it, fed up with your bullshit. I'm going to put a Tesla symbol on all my vehicles. I'm going to draw me up a Tesla symbol and say support Elon and put it on my vehicle, even though it's not a Elon, because I can't afford it, but let's do it. I want somebody to stop me. I want to see what they're thinking. Comment down below.
Secret, because this is just too much fun at this point. Now, in addition to people keying cars, setting them ablaze, etc., they're also harassing drivers. They're stopping on freeways and parking in front of them and getting out and doing all sorts of crazy things. Now, you know who we haven't heard from yet? We haven't heard from the vandals themselves. We haven't heard why these people are motivated to do what they're currently doing. So let's hear them out. Here's this guy's rationale.
He's your president. Does it make you feel special to flip me off?
I feel bad for you, but I hate your guts and want you to...
It's okay. It's okay. It makes you special to flip me off because I like President Trump. It's okay. We all love you.
It makes me feel good to flip you off because I get to let go some of my anger about at people who have manipulated and lied to you to make you feel like you have voted for someone who is going to do something for you when all he is going to...
honestly, dude, shut the hell up. You probably only responded to him because you see the dude had a camera and was responding to you, and you seen that the Trump supporter was a calm person during the interaction, so you took advantage of that. It's like, hold me back, friends, hold me back, don't let me at him. Oh, tell me where to go. No, you're lucky my friends are here. Oh my God. It's ridiculous.
To do is continue to lie to you. He's going to continue to steal from you, and he is going to continue to make people dumber, less safe, and less healthy. So I feel sad for you. I feel bad for you that you were manipulated by Fox News and people like Tucker Carlson
I feel
and
bad
these
for
Sean
you.
Hannity and these
Fuck you.
holes. So that's why I feel bad for you. So good luck, take care, and
you.
It's okay. Love you.
So this is what happens. You give them a chance to explain themselves and they make zero sense. This guy is saying, I feel bad for you. People are lying to you. Trump is robbing you, et cetera, et cetera. Trump supporters are being victimized by Trump. And then he says, on the other hand, I get to let go of some of my anger at you by flipping you off and saying F you because F you for being lied to or F you for being victimized. So this guy's admitting that he's engaged in victim blaming. I also love the beta male attitude of instigating an altercation by flipping someone off and then having a shaky voice and being too scared to follow through in the actual confrontation. Classic. You can hear the Trump supporter's voice just remaining completely calm and having a sense of humor about it. But the police are on the case trying to hunt down this guy in New Jersey. So this guy, this Tesla driver, tries to go around him and the car gets right back in front of him, stops again, tries to brake check him. Just like bizarre, childish behavior. Keeps doing it before at one point stopping completely.
Oh my God. Comment down below. Comment, please. Subscribe for some more politicians that I'm going to get on that game and I'm going to knock them out. Figuratively, or we're going to use our imagination since they won't want to answer our questions whenever people confront them in public and they feel like they're above us and like they don't work for us and they won't answer any questions. So we're going to use our imagination, and whenever I'm climbing the ladders in the Thrill of the Fight in my other video series where it's an online multiplayer where you use your real world boxing skills or whatever and translate it over into VR, which I use open space, so I use my whole dining room area, which is a giant wide open room that goes all the way into the kitchen, so I have like bigger than a boxing ring space to run around in if I need to, with my style. And we're just going to find a politician that looks similar and one that's relevant, and we'll take suggestions too. Or my VR name is in some of those videos, and if any of you play Thrill of the Fight #2, get a hold of me if you want to spar around or box or learn or play or teach me something. I don't know. But we're going to get back to the video, and we're going to end off on something real funny. Thanks.
And trying to block the road. There he is blocking the road in front of this Tesla. There he is right there, pulls back, flips him off, just sits right there. You can see another car down the street starting to come by, and this guy's just like, I'm willing.
You know what? We're not going to give no more credence to these people. We're not going to give them no more publicity. Even if with my couple viewers and my couple views, I don't give a shit. One person sees this, that's all they need to do. Let's end on something funny. Mrs. Rackety Ratchet Crockett. Let's see what's up with this real quick. This is some funny stuff right here. If my internet in this rural area would speed up. That's why, Elon, I need your Starlink. There you go. You can help me out. Here, let's put it right here. Oh my goodness, this is starting over again. I apologize about this. Well, while we're waiting for the video, you could be commenting down there about what you think and how you would react to somebody if they got all squirrely and wild on you, if they jumped out because of what kind of vehicle you want. But let's end on this.
Let me tell you something, okay? Okay? See, that reporter ran up on me, okay? Okay? And y'all, and first of all, I don't even like that.
That's why I put my hands on him.
You didn't even mention that I was a lawyer, okay? I went to law school. See, when these white guests come on here, Benny, when these white folks come on here,
check out OK Rick's channel. Shout out.
Yeah, you talk about their accomplishments, but you didn't even bring up mine, okay? See, this is how y'all do black people. This is how y'all do black women. See, I shouldn't even came on here on your white show, okay? Because it ain't nothing but racist on here anyway, okay? Okay, so that reporter was rolling up on me after what happened on January 6th.
So I had to give him a karate chop.
How was I supposed to know what the reporter was going to do to me? Okay?
Put the Rambo.
I mean, I'm done with this. Like
After January 6th, how was I supposed to know what the reporter was going to do to me?
Gavin Newsom.
Hey, man. Hey, this impression is spot on. Spot on, man.
Jasmine Crockett.
Like I said, I'm done. Like I said, okay?
Can I see those acrylic nails? Because those, have you?
No, I want everybody to go back and look at this woman before she got voted into the position that she's in. When she speaks properly and she speaks like she tries to have substance when she speaks and she speaks proper, she doesn't go overboard or out of bounds or all TikTok-y and viral. and she speaks like an actual genuine human being, and she wormed her way into that little, I guess they voted for her, I don't know who, but Texas or whatever. But to this viral, who that? Okay. No. You're a United States representative. You work for the people, us. You answer the people, us. You don't put your hands on the people unless you want us to fight back. It's not rules for thee, not for me. If you don't want violence, you don't want this, you don't want that, then the people that's doing the crazy things and people like you, I mean, when's enough? That's the theme of the video. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Let's watch the rest of this crackhead.
Have you registered those? Those do look like
registered those.
Crockett.
Put the clip back up because I want you to.
Why you trying to be funny, honey? Okay, I just got these done. Yes.
Okay.
Shout out Benny Johnson too.
So why y'all think Jasmine is so like y'all think y'all bothering me? I'm out getting my nails done. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm out here doing. I'm out here getting my nails done. And I'm hitting the streets after this interview. I gotta hit the streets, child.
Is that Terrence?
So
that
we're
one guy
talking
that
about
was at
the hot ass streets and calling your governor Hot Wheels. That is quite offensive to people who are in wheelchairs. I know a few people in wheelchairs. Would you like to apologize for calling your governor Hot Wheels?
Hell no.
I said what I said.
Nope.
I said what I said. I called him Governor Hot Wheels, okay? Because he's trying to roll up and take people's food stamps from them. He's trying to roll up and take people's food stamps, Benny. Okay? See, y'all want to talk about me calling him Governor Hot Wheels, but you don't even want to talk about how he trying to roll up and take people's food stamps. Okay?
That food stamps,
also,
Benny.
He trying to take cars from black people, so they won't even have no Hot Wheels to even drive on. If Governor Abbott keeps doing what he's doing, taking black people's rights in Texas,
our
taking
Texas
their food
representative.
stamps, and taking
Who
their
voted
Hot
these
Wheels
people
from
in?
them. But see, y'all don't want to talk about that. See, that's
and when somebody get a comment, I'm ready to debate
y'all
somebody.
Republicans
Somebody
love
tell
to
me
leave
otherwise.
that out.
I mean, I can have a civil debate.
See, y'all
because
talking about
I'm
what
saying
y'all
I'm
want to
ready
talk
for
about,
this thing
okay?
to kick off. If we're
And
just
Benny,
going to
if you was
be
in front of me
talking back
right
and
now,
forth all
I
the
would have
time,
pushed you away too.
like ruining
Okay?
people's property and stuff, why don't
Child,
we
because
just
for far too
do
long
what
in
America was
America,
built
white
on?
people been running up on black people. For far too long
Why?
in America, Benny, okay? Okay? We are terrified of y'all, okay? Y'all have...
Yeah, y'all check out that video. Okay, Rick, Benny Johnson, Terrence over there. We're going to be dropping some more boxing videos once my old... once this arm gets better. I'm southpaw. Even though I switch between orthodox and southpaw, I can do either. I can lead with the right or left. We're going to be doing some other games too. Maybe Walking Dead, maybe Assassin's Creed Nexus, maybe Kung Fu. Got a Kung Fu one. We got Resident Evil. We got some other stuff too. So we're going to mix it up with some news because we need a break from this. This is chaos. We need to have fun while we still can and stay healthy. Have fun. I'm having fun while I'm staying healthy. Tell me what you think about the MetaQuest 2 and 3 and the benefits of staying healthy and being prepared. And check out my video coming up for the bug out bags and also other content that I plan on doing soon. I really want to start editing videos because I got a bunch of clips and ideas that I want to put out there. But I appreciate it if you made it this far. You're loyal. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the watchers. I appreciate everything and anything, even if it helps just one person. I love you all. Race, creed, religion, it doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. Bye.